Hola amigos y amigas. You are now with Jocelyn, with Jocelyn, and I just want to express my deepest and sincerest gratitude for you existing, for you being here, exchanging this energy with me through the screen, for you being curious to watch this video and see what it is that I have to share. I really appreciate that. I really do. I sincerely do. And this video it's special. It's special because it is the first oracle reading for the collective, specifically for those that have come across this video, for those that press play to this video, for you who are watching this video. It's the first time that I am sharing this practice on my channel and in front of the camera. I have started to read Oracle and Tarot during the fall of last year, and the more that I connect with my decks, the more that so much clarity has come into my life. And I'm so grateful for the divine timing in which this practice introduced itself into my life, though there have been moments throughout my life where they have come up. And I had just recently started realizing that. And those are just such beautiful realizations for me to have, because it just feels very meant to be. And without getting so into it, I'm sure other readers understand this feeling, but when you just immediately connect with a deck, it is really amazing and really divine and really beautiful, because it's something that you just instinctively feel. And I have a very strong intuition, and as of last year, through a lot of shadow work and a lot of studying and a lot of releasing and a lot of my own self-healing, I've been able to really, really connect to my powers and to my intuition, and really open my channel to spirit and to receive messages. And I have been pulling cards weekly and integrating that into my newsletter for the past couple of months now, and so I have been sharing that collective reading there. But I want to I feel called to start sharing this more extensive weekly reading with you on my channel, because this has really, really helped me. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. Really, my energetic boundaries are very important to me. And as a healer, as a light worker, as a shadow worker, as a guide, as a diviner, prioritizing self-care is very important. So I can't promise that these weekly readings are going to go on forever, but I feel called to do it now. So here we are. And I wanted to just give you that backstory so you know kind of where I'm coming from. And this weekly reading, again, is specifically for those who come across this video, for those who are watching this video now. It is a collective reading, and you may relate to all of the cards that I pull, or you may only relate to one of them. whichever it is, I hope that you receive some clarity and some comfort and some peace and some higher and inner understanding of yourself and your path and your journey, specifically in the coming week, in the week to come. So this reading is an energy reading for the week to come, and it is specifically for us to align with our higher selves. I have been looking at other tarot readings and oracle readings on YouTube, and a lot of them are, readings for our romantic relations, readings for twin flames, readings for career, but really most of them are about love, specifically partnerships, the exchange of love with another person, and the relations in our life. And I feel like there needs to be a reading for just our higher selves, And if love does come up in the reading, then it will come up if it is meant to for the week to come. But that is not what this reading is about. And if you want, some reading specifically for those topics, I will definitely link my favorite readers that I have explored and stumbled upon on YouTube in my description. So I highly recommend that you check those out. And if you are getting into readings, into watching readings, into purchasing readings, or if you already have been for a while, I really do recommend that you explore all the readers. Well, not all, because there's a lot, but that you explore and you find the readers that you really feel called to and connected to, because all of us are going to be receiving messages and delivering them in our own way, because us healers have our own experiences and our own healing and our own journeys, and our interpretations are going to look different. So not all readings are meant for you. That's why a lot of times readers have to continuously express that, because not all readings are meant for you. So for those of you that do connect to me and my readings, I sincerely am so honored to deliver this reading to you. I am so honored to be a channel. I am so honored to receive these messages from spirit, from ancestors, angels, guides, guardians of the four corners. I sincerely am so honored. So let's get started. I have already opened my channel. I have already cleared my space. I have already called in the guidance for this reading. So we're going to get into these decks. There's so much to learn when it comes to the decks that we work with. So I'm going to be doing my own interpretations for each of the cards that I pull. I'm going to be pulling one card from each deck, and I am also going to be referring to the book that came along with each oracle deck, for some of them, not all, specifically the first three, so we can get an extended reading from the creators of the decks. So just wanted to put that out there. And again, this is an energy reading for the week to come, for us to become aware of what energy we are stepping into and what we should align ourselves with, and what energy we should connect with, and what we should keep in mind for us to really be getting closer and closer, for us to embody, for us to align with our higher selves. So let's get started. Let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay. And I'm not going to be editing this video because these readings really are just in the moment type of things. It's not something that we edit. So if there's some noise in the background, I do live in the city. I apologize for that. But I know that you will receive the message. So here we go. Let's all center and ground ourselves the best that we can in the spaces that we are in. I'm going to encourage you to take a few deep breaths with me so we can share the same breath and kind of align ourselves in the same frequency. Take a deep breath in and out. Release all overthinking and just be here in this moment. Be here fully in this moment to receive this message. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax and release. One more. One more. Okay, let's tap in. Let's tap into our higher selves. Going to light this beautiful incense that smells just so delicious. So delicious. Okay. So this is going to be the first card of the reading, in which I am asking, what energy do we align with to really embody and connect with our higher selves this coming week? What energy do we align with? What energy do we align with? Those of us that are watching this video, that come across this video, that are meant to receive this message, what energy do we align with this week? What energy do we align with this week? What energy do we align with this week? To really connect with our higher selves. Beautiful. We got the High Priest. Intend and create. Yes, we are being called, for those that are watching this video and really want to connect with your higher selves this week, you want to connect with the High Priest. And wow, yes. Beautiful. I'm just studying the image here. Yeah, the High Priest, higher self, High Priest. As you can see in the image here, they are protecting and guarding themselves, and that is something that higher selves do. They know in which and what ways they need to and have to protect and guard themselves and their energy, and really, really, really be intentional with their lives and their lifestyle and their well-being and where they invest their energy. So in intention has really come up a lot for me in the past week. Transitioning out of last year is a process. It's a process, and setting your intentions isn't something that should be rushed. So keep that in mind this week. To really connect with your higher self is not to rush the process of setting your intentions, and be really, really aware of what it is that you want to create. What is it that you want to create, and what intentions do you need to set for you and your higher self to create those things that you intuitively feel you are being called to create and share with the world. Let's look at the book. Beautiful. I love how this started with the high priest, and we are connecting with our higher selves. Beautiful. Recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. Yes. Yes. In many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. He may be a leader in spiritual tradition, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more than powerful and connected than you think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. I'm going to say that again. Direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. Be very intentional this week. Be very intentional this week. And yeah, here it says disciplined. Again, guarding your energy, protecting yourself, and being aware of what it is, what boundaries it is that you need to set for yourself this week, to really be leading that intentional life, to really be creating intentionally, not just creating, not just putting things out there, not just doing, but really, really being. And you connect with being by being intentional. Because if you're intentional, you are moving through life consciously. And that is the overall energy that you want to connect with this coming week, to really connect with your higher self. Yes. Beautiful. I love those 3 words: grow, heal, and expand. Grow, heal, and expand. I'm going to write that down. Grow, heal, and expand. Keep in mind of what it is that you want to create. And I know you know what it is that you want to create. It's been on your mind heavy. It's been on your mind heavy, and it's time to set those intentions if you haven't already. And also, don't pressure yourself. Intentions aren't something that just come with a New Year resolution. Intentions are something that come on a daily basis, really. Your higher self lives life intentionally, with intention, creates with intention. So when you are creating and you want to be intentional, ask yourself, why am I creating this? Why do I feel called to create this? Why do I feel desired and purposeful and called to do this and put this out in the world? Beautiful. Yes. Yes. And as mentioned, transitioning out of 2020 is a process, And that's why I've been encouraging people on my socials to not feel like it's too late to set intentions, because intentions don't have deadlines. Intentions are a daily thing. They're a daily thing. In everything that you do, you can be intentional. So connect with that this week. Really connect with that. Observe what it is that you are doing. Ask yourself why it is that you are doing those things. And ask yourself what it is that you want to be creating and why. Beautiful. What is the best course of action that those of us that are here in this space, watching this, present in this reading, what is the best course of action or energy to align with? Our higher selves. What would our higher selves do in any moments where challenges arise? Should any challenges arise this week, whether they are mental, physical, spiritual, financial, romantic, whatever challenges arise, for those that are meant to really hear this reading and are watching this, what is the best course of action and energy to align with when challenges arise? Adventures. Adventures. We got the adventures card. The best course of action to take is adventure. And maybe not even just the best course of action to take or energy to align with to overcome any challenges that come this week, that may come this week. I'm not going to call them in, but should they show up this coming week, it's not necessarily that you have to be adventurous, but to understand that life in itself is an adventure, and to kind of keep that playfulness in mind when any obstacles or blockages or challenges come up this week. Yeah, let's see what the book has to say in regards to this. Adventures. Yeah. And there's a waterfall in here too. It's important to observe what it is that is in the card as well, because the elements and imagery that present themselves on these cards also have messages, and waterfalls are very purifying. Waterfalls are very purifying. Going to a waterfall, if you have ever had the opportunity and blessing to experience that, the path to the waterfall is an adventure in itself. But how do you feel when you get to the waterfall? You feel at peace, you feel cleansed, you feel at ease, you feel powerful. And the challenges that arise this week may very much be like that hike to the waterfall. It can be an adventure if you allow it to be. It can be empowering if you allow it to be. It can be purifying if you allow it to be. It can be a mental, physical, spiritual exercise that you are strengthening if you allow it to be. So keep that in mind, to open up your perception and perspective, to shift your perspective, and know that there are perspectives available to you in every situation in your life. And they definitely come in handy when you confront or are confronted with a challenge. And here in the book, it touches on water. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Yes, that's why, Cancer being a water sign and stereotypically being a sign that is very emotional is because it's a water element. And do keep in mind that being emotional is actually a very beautiful thing. It's not something to be ashamed of. In fact, I say that if you are very emotional, then you are very connected to yourself and your heart. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go, release. Water also represents spirituality. And moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. It activates new experiences and adventures. Wow, yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. The power of the moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant. Yes. Water flows. Water flows. Water flows. And when we embody water and allow ourselves to flow as well, we grant ourselves new experiences and new adventures. Very beautiful way to connect adventure with water and granting yourself a life that flows and isn't stagnant. This is actually that was on my mind this morning and yesterday too, is recognizing the seasons that you are in life and knowing that not everything nor everyone in your life is meant to be in your life forever. In fact, most things in life are seasonal, just like we see in nature. And nature is never stagnant. Nature flows like water because water is nature. And all that is in nature is divine, and we are divine as well. And we are not meant to be stagnant. We are not meant to be stuck in the summer when we're meant to transition into the fall. We are not meant to hold on to what happened in the summer if we are already in the fall. In the fall, we are called to transform and to let go and to accept that, to accept the shedding and the transformation that comes with that. And that's something to keep in mind when challenges come up this week, is to step back. Don't sulk in the challenge that may arise this week. Don't sit in it. Step back. Step back and observe the challenge that presented itself to you, the challenge that is in front of you. What lesson can you learn from it? What is it calling you to do? And how can you embody flowing water in this situation? Are you being called to let go? Are you being called to confront something? Regardless of what it is, challenges come with growth, if you allow it to. And here, grow, heal, and expand. Look at that. Intend and create. From the first card. Grow, heal, and expand. If any challenges come up this week, and you really want to grow, you really want to connect with your higher self, flow like water. Be water. Don't allow yourself to be stagnant. Your higher self does not want you to be stagnant. Be adventurous. Allow yourself to have new experiences. Even if it's scary, even if you feel like you have no idea what is to come, if it brings you uncertainty, one certainty that can come from letting go, one certainty that comes from not allowing yourself to be stagnant and hold on to things that you're no longer meant to hold on to. One certainty that comes from leaning in to the challenges that show up in your life is growth, is ascension, is connecting to your higher self. So if any challenges arise this week, keep that in mind. I do feel like this first card is going to be very telling of the other cards that are going to come up, because grow, heal, and expand really is sticking out to me. So maybe keep that in mind. Keep those words in mind this week. Yeah. Perspective. Shifting your perspective is going to be a very powerful thing this week. Be shifting your perspective. Be open to new perspectives. And know that they are always available to you in any and every situation in life. Okay. These cards are beautiful. Look at the gold here. So beautiful. What do we need to heal? For those that are watching this reading and may need to receive this specific message, they come quick sometimes. This is what you need to keep in mind, that you may need to heal or focus on healing in this coming week. Anger. Anger. Yes. And it's, look at that. I believe that's a bee. And what happens to the bee when it gets angry and it stings someone or something? What does it lead to? Death? Very powerful. Very powerful. Again, be open to the perspectives that are available to you this week. And the way that you are going to do that is by stepping back and being the observer. Being the observer of the situation at hand, the challenge at play, the moment. And don't allow yourself to get there. Don't allow yourself to get to anger or frustration or any density, any dense emotion. And if you feel the intense energy that comes with anger, that comes with frustration, then find a way to release that energy in a healthy way. Don't exert your anger by making a decision, because no decision, no good decision or intentional decision will be rooted in anger or frustration or fear or doubt or uncertainty or any of those low vibrational emotions. Now, I am not saying that if these emotions arise, you need to shove them under a rug. That's why I'm suggesting that you find ways to exert that energy, that built up of energy, in a healthy way. Go for a run, scream in your pillow, talk to a friend, journal, express yourself through paper, write down your thoughts, all your emotions, even make a voice memo to yourself that you're never even gonna send or anything like that. But getting your thoughts out, your emotions out, getting that energy out that wants to get out is so important, because that is how you don't suppress your feelings. Emotions are energy in motion, and energy needs to flow just like water. Water is energy and it needs to move. It's constantly moving. So move your body, move your mind, stimulate your mind, stimulate your being, your energy. Let it go. Find healthy ways to let it go, and write down those ways. Write down and make a list. Keep a list of the things that you realize, that you recognize work for you in exerting energy when you are feeling sad, angry, frustrated. And that is something that you need to focus on healing this coming week. Anger may arise, and it may come through the challenges that may arise this coming week. But again, keep intention in mind. Keep intention in mind. What is it that you want to create? What type of life are you creating for yourself? And how does your higher self respond? When you think of your higher self, how does your higher self respond to the challenges that are going to arise in your life? Is it by making decisions out of anger? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's look at what the booklet says. A very strong and primal emotion, anger sometimes catches us by surprise. At other times it seethes just under the surface, simmering a long while until it boils over, scalding anyone who is close. Anger is based in fear. Fear of loss of control, of not being loved, of being judged, or not being enough. When anger enters your life, be it yours or someone else's, go beneath the surface and try to address the real fear that has triggered it. Anger doesn't go away without addressing the underlying fear. Don't suppress it. Don't suppress it. But don't make decisions out of it. So keep those two things in mind. Don't be so quick to respond when anger arises. Whether it's arising within yourself or someone else. But it's interesting that that came up on what the focus should be when it comes to healing is anger. Now, there is a full moon at the end of this coming week in Leo. And we are also approaching Mercury retrograde, I believe on the 30th. So we are in that pre-shadow period, and I always experience these major transits early. And so I in myself can see how this comes to play. For example, anger. The full moon is all about bringing things full circle and bringing things to light. Full moons have a lot of light to them, and they shed a lot of light, but they are in the dark. So a lot of shadow work comes up during full moons. A lot of what we need to release becomes revealed during full moons. And that can trigger anger. That can trigger frustration, sadness. That can bring up challenges that lead to new adventures in life. Adventures that we need to grant ourselves. Adventures that we deserve to grant ourselves. Because we're not meant to be stagnant again. We're not meant to be stagnant. And that stagnancy also correlates with emotions. You are not meant to have stagnant emotions or energy in your body. So don't suppress them. But work on healing those emotions that come up by finding ways to exert that energy in a healthy way and getting to the root of why that dense emotion came up in the first place. And I encourage you to not only question the reasoning behind why emotions like anger, sadness, frustration, fear, uncertainty, all of those lower vibrational emotions, don't just question those and where they are rooted from, but also ask yourself where your joy is rooted in, where your enchantment is rooted in, where your love is rooted in. When you feel this sudden feeling of joy and happiness and fulfillment, ask yourself and acknowledge, where are these coming from? And that is how you really connect with your higher self. Your higher self, connecting with your higher self, embodying your higher self, aligning with your higher self, isn't all about just manifesting amazing things and being in love and being in light and all these beautiful spiritual things that bring you joy, that align with your purpose. It's also a lot about learning and unlearning and recognizing and acknowledging and really seeing through your shadows. And I feel like that's why these themes are coming up. It has a lot to do with the Mercury retrograde. The Mercury retrograde also shares those common themes, as well as the full moon, where things are coming full circle. You're realizing what you need to let go of, what is no longer serving you. A lot of things are coming to light. So you may have even already now, since we're in this pre-shadow period and we are approaching these energies, some of you may already have felt like you're realizing what it is that you need to let go. And you're realizing what it is that you're outgrowing, and you're realizing what is no longer serving you, and you're realizing what you've been holding and clutching onto so tightly, but you can't do that anymore because it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you in the past. And you may get angry, or an emotion synonymous to anger. Maybe not always because of what happened, but what didn't happen, because you have to let it go. There can be anger in that, and it's totally understandable, and it's valid. It is so valid to be angry, to be sad, to be frustrated that things didn't pan out the way you thought they would, that people you thought you could bring along with you for the rest of your life just aren't evolving with you right now at your level, and you need to move on. You need to let them go, because you are going on these new adventures. You are flowing like water, and you know that you deserve that. You know that you deserve the new experiences in your life, because again, you're growing, you're healing, you're expanding. Yes. Yes. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. The process is beautiful, even when it's ugly. What do we need to focus on surrendering? What do we need to focus on surrendering this week to really embody and align with our higher selves? For those that are watching this video, what do they need to focus on surrendering? Here we go. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Again, this anger may come from you, or it may come from someone else. Okay? But surrender the drama. Don't feed into it. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely retrograde and full moon energy. Surrender the drama. Remember that this shedding, this purifying, this transitioning, this transformation to your higher self that you are currently experiencing, the reason why you feel so called to do certain things, the reason why you've been feeling so clear on who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to create, is because your higher purpose, your inner understanding, your path to your higher self is becoming vivid to you, because you're on your way, and it is time now. It is time now for you to align with your higher self, with your higher purpose. And these things are becoming clear to you of what you need to do. And it's sometimes isn't going to be easy, sometimes isn't going to work out the way that you thought they would. But don't feed into the drama, because not only will you find yourself having to let go, outgrowing, releasing, purifying, accepting, but we are doing these things different now. We are doing these things different now. We are not cutting people out of our lives with anger or frustration. We are not letting go of situations, opportunities, spaces, beliefs, patterns, habits with anger, sadness. I mean, we may experience these things, but it's not something that we are holding on to. To make that more clear, should a decision that you have to make this coming week make you feel angry, it is valid. But don't make a decision out of anger. Don't exert anger onto others and create drama in your life. We're doing things different now. Anger may arise. Anger may arise, or emotions that are like anger may arise. But we are going to process them in a healthy way. We are going to exert that energy in a healthy way. And when we are able to ground ourselves and be centered and be in a healthy space where we can clearly make decisions from a grounded state, that is what we're going to do. And we are not going to feed into the drama. And we are going to understand that those who want to bring more drama into our lives is not something that we are going to take personal. Should our decisions out of love, out of care, out of a higher understanding, out of clarity, out of intention, cause others to want to create drama, then so be it. But we're not going to feed into that, especially this coming week, especially during retrograde, especially surrounding the full moon. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, embody the waterfall. See the perspective of the adventure, of the journey to the waterfall, to the destination, the beauty in that, even if challenges arise, like drama. We are all in our own evolution, and we are all evolving at our own pace. And there are seasons in our life that we have to acknowledge, and that seasonal theme includes the people in our lives. Includes experiences, includes thoughts, patterns, habits. Surrender the drama. No more drama. No more drama. Do the best you can. Just keep these in mind. Okay? These are things that take time. You know, it's not something that is automatically gonna just come to you. Eventually it will with practice. But remember that the way that you've been responding to things and doing things, you've been doing them your whole life, or for many, many years at least. And it's going to take time to shift those, to shift your lifestyle and your way of being and doing to align with your higher self. So, journey with grace. Journey with grace. All right, this is the last card. What affirmation? What affirmation for the week should we keep in mind? Those that are watching this video, what affirmation? This is it. All is well in my world. All is well. Everything is walking out. It says working out, but I read walking out, so that's interesting. Everything is working out or walking out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Yeah. So some challenges may arise this week, but we don't need to make them more challenging than they already are. We don't need to make them more challenging than they already are by creating more drama, by being angry in unhealthy ways. Remember, we are growing, healing, and expanding. We are being intentional. We are the creators of our life. And when we are intentional, all is well in our own individual worlds. So repeat this affirmation with me. Everything is working out for my highest good. Say it out loud. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation or this week, only good will come. Out of this situation, out of this week, out of the decisions that I make with intention, only good will come. I am safe. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. Oh, wow. What a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. And I hope that, I don't know how long this video is, but this is not something that you rush. So for those of you that watch this whole video, I hope that you aligned with one or all of these cards. And as you journey through the week, feel free to refer back to this video. And I'll try to do the timestamps with the video so that if you do want to refer back to this video throughout the week, you can know which card you want to refer back to, if there's a specific card that you want to re-listen to or reconnect with. But this video is here and accessible to you for the week. And keep these things in mind as you journey. And I will see you next Sunday for another reading. Thank you so much for being a part of my first oracle reading. I am so honored to deliver these messages to you. And I'm so excited to grow with you as a guide, as a YouTuber, as a friendly person on the internet that you have stumbled upon and connected with and shared a moment with. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, be a part of my growing community, be a part of my journey. I would be honored to have you in it. Wow. First public oracle reading. Bless you. Have a beautiful week. Remember, your higher self is you, okay? Your higher self is you. Bye.